You might have seen these amazing movies, The Aviator, The Great Gatsby, and Shutter Island. But have you heard another related tale of Gatsby Hughes, a daring aviator and playboy who, haunted by his past and seeking an escape, reinvents himself amidst the shadows of war and the illusions of his mind? On a windy cliffside near the asylum on Shutter Island, Gatsby Hughes stares out disoriented and muttering to himself. Fragmented memories of a horrific airplane crash that almost claimed his life in Los Angeles. And that sad woman.
I don't know where I am. The wall's closing in and my mind is a maze of broken memories. Who am I really?
These fragments of memories flicker across his mind like ghosts in the night. And there she is again. A woman's face, beautiful and ethereal. It is 1930s in Los Angeles, Hollywood. Gatsby Hughes, a young and successful aviator, dazzles the world with his daring stunts and lavish lifestyle. Some says he is a half-brother of Howard Hughes. He enjoys the wealth and connections that come with the Hughes name. His life is a whirlwind of thrilling aerial stunts and flights for the movies and Hughes Aviation. Numerous glamorous Hollywood parties and romantic escapades with the era's most famous beauties.
I was invincible, soaring through the skies, untouchable. But that crash, it shattered me. Now, every shadow hides a silent threat.
Gatsby's struggles become evident after the near-death accident. The memory of the earth slamming into his face and being engulfed in flames as his life flashed before his eyes.
I couldn't stay. The crash haunted me, and the shadows of my past grew darker. I had to leave Hughes Aviation, Hollywood, and everything else.
Seeking redemption for his extravagant lifestyle, he moves far away to Kentucky where he finds a wife, settles down, and they have 3 children. But the call of adventure beckoned again as a world war loomed ahead. The nation was looking for highly abled men. Gatsby joins the Office of Strategic Services, OSS, during World War II. As a highly trained pilot, he is entrenched with a special secret unit, conducting covert operations and gathering intelligence behind enemy lines.
The OSS, a secret world of shadows and whispers. We were the unseen, the unheard. Our missions were dangerous, our lives expendable. I needed to atone for my past, to save lives instead of squandering my own.
Gatsby's unit liberates a concentration camp, and the horrors he witnesses there haunt him deeply. These memories become buried in his mind, resurfacing in his darkest moments.
The camp, the faces of the prisoners, the smell of death. We became the avenging angels. It is dark a shadow that never fades.
After the war, Gatsby reinvents himself as Jay Gatsby, a mysterious and wealthy figure in New York. The family wealth came in handy. His castle sat across the bay from Daisy's state home, whom he longed to see. She was a mysterious love he lost while he was away in the war. But was his family on the lakeside in Kentucky now a chapter in the past?
I became Jay Gatsby, a man of mystery and wealth. But it was all for her, for Daisy. Every party, every smile was a facade, hiding my isolation, fear, and great expectations. Will Daisy ever make a grand appearance?
His memories are so fresh, their passionate romance filled with tender moments and dreams of a future together. Gatsby met Daisy at start of the war, and they fell deeply in love. But when Gatsby disappeared for several years during the war, he loses her to another. He came back for her.
Fate is cruel, but I am smarter. I have finally found her. I've laid a wait across the bay for several seasons. The day is finally here for me to take her back into my world, into my lair, and back into my dreams where she was intended to be before the war.
After another great night in town with Daisy, Gatsby, diving his prized 1920s convertible, accidentally kills a woman while driving recklessly. Daisy, horrified by the incident, leaves him, marking the beginning of Gatsby's downward spiral into guilt and paranoia.
I saw their faces, the horror, the blood. Daisy's eyes, filled with fear and disgust. She left, and I was alone, drowning in guilt and fear.
Convicted of his crimes, Gatsby is sent to an asylum. His mind builds a world to protect him, but instead, he becomes mentally lost, believing he is a marshal named Teddy Daniels, investigating a conspiracy on Shutter Island. These delusions are encouraged as a form of therapy by his doctors.
I'm not Gatsby anymore. I'm Teddy Daniels, a man on a mission. But the lines blur and I can't tell what's real. Ghosts and lights from my past haunt my dreams.
Interacting with both real and imaginary figures, Gatsby's mind becomes a labyrinth of fragmented memories and haunting dreams. A constant reminder of his lost love and shattered hopes.
Every night the green light calls me. Fate continues to taunt me. And the truth is elusive, slipping through my fingers.
In a moment of rage and despair as he tries to escape, Gatsby blows up the only beautiful car on Shutter Island. It reminded him of the accident with Daisy. But still, the ghosts of that woman and daughter persist, haunting him once more.
The car. It was too much. The memories flooded back. The guilt, the pain. I had to destroy it, but the ghosts remain. Who are they?
In a climactic moment in the lighthouse, Gatsby is forced to confront his past. His wife, driven insane by depression, had drowned their children in the lake. In a fit of rage and despair, Gatsby killed her. To escape the unbearable truth, he created the persona of Jay Gatsby and the entire Great Gatsby experience.
The pieces fall into place. My wife, she drowned our children. I killed her. The green light fades, and the truth is unbearable.
The shocking truth emerges. Daisy was never real. She was a figment of his imagination, created to cope with the trauma of his actions. The green light of hope fades away. Standing on a cliff overlooking the ocean, he finds a sense of peace, knowing reality from mind fracture. In the end, Gatsby accepts his reality and decides to face his past. The vast journey towards redemption and self-discovery is underway.
I am Gatsby Hughes. I am Jay Gatsby. I am Teddy Daniels. But most of all, I am a man finding redemption.
As Gatsby walks through the asylum grounds, he sees the characters from his delusions, Daisy, his wife and children, and the Great Gatsby, but he chooses to ignore them. He is determined to live his life on Shutter Island, accepting his reality and finding peace within it.
They're still there, the ghosts of my past. But I choose to move forward, to live my life. The green light is gone, but I am still here. Gatsby Hughes ultimately confronts his deepest truths and finding peace. His place is here for now. From the skies of Hollywood to peaceful isolation of Shutter Island. He sits with his favorite doctor and takes a smoke. He believes he has the entire story of himself. And yes, it is one heck of a tale to share. Watch these 3 fantastic epic flicks again. The Aviator, The Great Gatsby, and Shutter Island. Watch with your old and new friends. See you next time.